followed her on Twitter, subscribed to her YouTube. Like I was like so obsessed with her, and then I was like, oh my gosh, we should hang out sometimes.
And all of a sudden she messaged me, I think I was on Twitter. I was like, I watched this YouTuber, like knows who I am. He's like, okay, we're just gonna be awkward together.
I was like, so yeah, here we go.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because I have a special guest.
Hi!
This is Orly, and she is so amazing here on YouTube. I'm sure you guys have probably seen her videos. She does a lot of college-related videos, a lot of great advice, especially for sororities. So if you're into that or curious and kind of just getting into the groove of college and sororities, definitely check out her social media links and her YouTube channel. I'll have all of that down below. So today we're going to try and do high school / college advice for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, you can click that red button down below, especially if you're coming from Orly's channel. Welcome to the family. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, the first question is, I'm going into my freshman year of high school. How do I make new friends?
I would say the best way to make friends in high school starting off is just in your classes, because that's probably what I did. I went to a different middle school, so a lot of people knew each other in high school, but there was also a lot of people who didn't. So everyone's in the same situation. Everyone is looking for new friends, even if they have a few already.
Yeah.
So I think the best way is really just talking to people in class. Usually, in my experience, the classes were small enough that I got to know people in the class pretty easily. And then also getting involved in extracurriculars. So for me, I sang in high school, so I was in choir. I met a bunch of people like that because we had similar interests. So I ended up spending, you know, a few days a week for a few hours with these people. So that's how I really made friends in high school. But something to keep in mind is that the first people you meet might not necessarily be the people you stay friends with forever.
Yeah, I was gonna say also about being involved in some kind of thing related to your school, whether it's a club, a sport, honestly anything, but of course make sure that that's something that you're passionate about and you're not just going into this sport or whatever it might be just because you want to make friends and stuff. So find something you're interested. For me, I did cheer because I love dancing and things like that, so I did that and really made really strong friendships because we had that thing in common that we liked. So yeah, so find something in common and I'm sure you'll make great friendships. Alright, so the second question is about how to stay not stressed or overwhelmed with all of your schoolwork. I guess it's kind of the same for high school, but for college I really learned that time management is so important. And if you don't have a planner, even if you're not like somebody who plans things, just go ahead and grab one just in case, because you're going to want to write down all your assignments.
I was going to say that's how I do it. Like, to avoid getting stressed for myself, what I do is I write everything down. But also I don't procrastinate, and I know that's so easy to say and not do, but personally I just try to think about it like, if you have to do it either way, it's so much easier to just get it done ahead of time, and then you avoid the stress. I mean, for some people, they work better under stress. Like, they're like, oh, if I have 5 minutes to do it, then like, I'll do it well.
They're like, I'll just do it at midnight. I'm like, how?
No, it doesn't work for me. So like, if you know you have stuff up and coming, just plan it all out, and also don't overschedule yourself. I think that's something that people don't even talk about in terms of high school. They act like it's normal to be involved in 600 things to boost your, you know, resume for your college applications and whatnot. But if you're unhappy and stressed out all the time, you're not actually enjoying those things. So just don't spread yourself too thin. Okay,
so the next question talks about, did you get ready every day for school? So I think she means like, you know, putting on all your makeup, doing your hair, and looking cute with your clothes. And I definitely did not. I'm sure she's gonna talk about it too, but I went to community college, so I would get up for like usually like an 8 a.m. class, didn't really care, you know, put on something really comfortable and then go home after my couple of classes. So I was kind of like, that I think comes into play too when you're in college. You start to not care too much about what people think of you, which of course, you know, you want to have your hygiene okay. I'm not meaning never shower, but you know, it is, you know, I was just very simple with what I wore, and you know, didn't really care too much, and that is okay. Obviously, if you do want to take the time to get ready, that is great too. But yeah, I would definitely say don't stress about that, and don't you know, think that you need to continually impress people throughout the semester and throughout the year. Because
in high school I don't remember if I like dressed up. Like, I think there are some days I did that I was like, oh, this would be fun to wear this or do makeup, and I was more self-conscious in high school, as most people are.
Of course,
I had acne in high school. If you watch my old videos, ooh, it was like Accutane level acne, like not the best, but hey, it gets better.
It does. There's a bright side.
Yeah, exactly. Like, eventually it did go away, but yeah, so I was more self-conscious back then. I wore more makeup, but I mean, I have just learned to really just be fine with, you know, the way I look, because there's nothing you can do about it. So like, my hair, this is my natural hair. I just wear it like this. Thanks, dude. Like, some days I like straighten it, some days I curl it, but anyway, when I've just become so much more secure that I'm like, okay, it really doesn't matter. I know some people think that like in college you look like, you know, really kind of messy all the time. Like my friends make fun of themselves if they're like only in sweats and with their hair up and stuff like that. I don't dress like to that extreme. Like I don't wear my pajamas to class, but also I don't like get dressed up. Like my style is like
not doing that every day.
T-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
So it's just finding your own style, I think.
Yeah. Well, okay. So for me, for high school, just to touch on that, I had to wear uniforms. So the clothing was different, but of course, just like trying to impress people who are like wearing makeup and stuff. I definitely noticed like freshman year, I thought that's what you had to do. You had to. You're going to high school, you have to impress people, wear a ton of makeup and stuff. So I would definitely suggest to the freshmen that are coming in, like it is okay to start out, more natural, like you're younger and all that stuff. And I did notice like from freshman year to senior year, I definitely wore less makeup, didn't really care. And I think people kind of see that and they see that you're confident in yourself instead of the freshman aspect, like needing to impress people and stuff. So I guess that's a little bit of advice for you guys who are incoming freshmen in high school. So
freshman year of high school just seems so long ago.
And trust me, you guys will get to that point and you'll be like, wow, I'm kind of old now.
Yeah. Well, a couple people had questions about parties in college and staying safe at parties. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest partier. I'm not even 21 as of right now. In like a week.
I forget that I'm older.
So soon I will be 21. But yeah, so I'm just not a huge partier in high school. Like I wasn't invited to parties, so I can try to pretend like now I'm cool and like I go to things in college, but like I wasn't invited to things in high school, so I don't know about high school parties.
But because you're in a sorority though, so I feel like you have that experience.
Yeah. So for me, I do get a lot of questions about like partying in high school and in college and how it's like in a sorority. Sororities don't actually like endorse partying and don't allow that and don't like condone it. So sororities don't have their own parties, but fraternities do. So I'm not like a huge frat party person, but I have been to some, and I would say in terms of just staying safe, unfortunately it sucks that that's something that you have to even worry about, but just always stay with your friends and understand your limits. I know people go into college thinking that they can drink way more than they can, and you can't, okay? You just can't. And it's also not necessary to drink that much. Like at a certain point, if you get drunk, what's the difference? You can just like know your limits, stay with your friends. Unfortunately, I wish there was something that I could like give you way better advice. Like this is how you can avoid getting in a scary or unsafe situation. Unfortunately, just I wish people just didn't put other people in unsafe situations. But yeah, staying with your friends and don't take drinks from people, but most of that stuff like you're not supposed to take drinks from strangers, don't put your cup down, stuff like that.
I guess from my standpoint, if you guys don't know, I'm in community college right now, so it's definitely different, not sorority, fraternity type stuff, but I also am not somebody to go out to parties or anything, but I definitely would say, whether it's like a little kickback or a huge party, you definitely want to have at least one really close friend that you of course trust, like we were talking about. You want to have that person reliable, somebody who's not going to get insanely drunk and forget about you later in the night, because it can get scary in a huge crowd of people that you don't know, and maybe you don't know your surroundings. So know your surroundings and have somebody you trust. I hope you guys kind of got the gist of that. But that's that. Alright, so the next question is, it's my senior year and I want to be confident with my Christian beliefs and not let boys make me feel insecure. Can you help? So I think this goes for both of us to talk about, just beliefs in general. It doesn't even have to be a religious belief or anything like that. For you guys who probably watch my channel, I am a Christian, and I think this comment is really good because, we all have different beliefs or even ways of thinking, and I think it's really important, especially when talking about boys. I like that she brought that up because sometimes as a young girl, whether it's high school or college, you kind of want to get to know people, whether that's a boy or a friend, and you kind of, never really talk about your beliefs. Maybe you push it under the rug and you just kind of go with the crowd. And I think that, in this society, I think that's kind of normal, which is really sad. And there is a little opportunity to maybe speak up, even if it's really, a small little comment, definitely do it. And of course do it in a respectful way. But I think people, and especially guys, will really notice that and be like, wow, that girl is really passionate about, whatever she believes in, whether the guy believes in it or not. I think it's kind of a good attractive trait in a way, like, wow, she's passionate about something, so she's going to speak up about it. Yeah, the main things from that is just don't be afraid to speak up, and secondly, that people will really notice that there's something different about you, or there's something that is really confident about you when you speak up about stuff like that. So
I mean, for me, I'm not religious, but I mean, one thing to note about that is like a lot of people are. So if you're like, I'm Christian, no one's gonna be like, what? Like it's not like unbelievable. Like,
it's okay.
If any, it's important to be around people that will respect your beliefs. You don't have to have the same beliefs as people. And in college, I have found that yes, most of my friends tend to be people that are similar to me. I'm a more liberal person. I'm not very religious. So those are people that I tend to be friends with. Do I meet someone that's a Christian and say I'm not gonna be friends with you?
Like, clearly not.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's not like that.
You know?
So unless someone for me has ideas that are just like offensive, or if someone's a mean person or something like that, yeah. But I mean, you should be around people that support you, and you can find common interests with pretty much anyone. So when it comes to guys,
college is a big aspect of people. So
yeah, you have to get used to that, especially when it comes to like dating and stuff. You want to be honest with people. I mean, and if you're not comfortable doing something, whether it's religion or not, like you should be able to talk to someone about that. And I think we try to tell people like, okay, if you don't have the same beliefs as people, like just make it work. Like you don't
just
have to,
push that under the rug and just be friends with them, or be a boyfriend girlfriend with them.
You don't have to. Like those are important things too. Like if you are religious and you want to date someone that's religious, don't settle for someone who's not.
That's a good thing. Don't settle.
Yeah, you don't have to settle in anything. If you don't want to date someone that has religion at all, then don't date someone religious. So it's like a weird juxtaposition between like balancing people that have similar ideas as you, but also obviously being comfortable sharing your ideas even if it's not the same.
Totally. Yeah. All right, that was really fun. I think we're done with all the questions. Thank you guys so much for messaging me on Instagram. If you want to be involved in another kind of Q&A, definitely follow me there on Instagram and all that stuff.
Also, her Instagram is beautiful and her pictures are flawless. So if you don't follow her, what are you doing? I literally, can I just say, I found her Instagram, stalked her so much, followed her, subscribed to her YouTube. Like I was like so obsessed with her, and then I was like, oh my gosh, we should hang out sometimes. We both live in San Diego, but anyway, so if you're obsessed with her Instagram, you're not alone.
Oh my goodness,
I am also.
Thank you. I was freaking out. My boyfriend can like attest to this, because I was on the couch and we were like just talking, and then all of a sudden she messaged me. I think I was on Twitter. I was like, oh gosh, this YouTuber like knows who I am. He's like, okay. But yeah, so definitely check out all of her stuff too. She does amazing college videos like this, as well as I'm sure you guys are interested in if you're watching this video. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. That's it. Bye guys.
Bye.